Minnesota Public Radio is sponsored by Pall Mall Unfiltered Cigarettes. Only humans with 2X chromosomes use vape. Are you a man that actually has balls? Then smoke some unfiltered Pall Malls.
Coffee and cigarettes.
Welcome back to Coffee and Cigarettes. My name is Libtar McDouche. Several protests are happening throughout the world, Hong Kong, Georgia, and Sudan, and to talk about this hot topic is with me the late night legend himself, Johnny Carson.
Well, thanks for having me on your show. What is this, a podcast? This is some weird stuff. Apparently, anybody can just get a microphone and post it to millions of people online. And you got such a small studio here. That's pretty nice. No producers or these corporate hacks in the kitchen. That's some good stuff there.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Carson. In May, in 2019, it seems as though the dictator of Sudan was overthrown by his generals, and they have since set up a military government to transition a new leader. What do you think of this type of transition of government in countries like this?
Well, in times like these, I like to whip out a nice little board game to play with my friends. How about this, Mr. McDouche? I got this board game Clue here. We'll open it up here on the table, and we'll play and see how we do. How do you feel about that?
Where'd you get that board game? Put the board game away, Johnny. We're not here to play games. Well, we have you on the show here to discuss Sudan's military murdering pro-democracy protesters. What do you think the protesters should do?
All right then, I'll be. How about this? I'll be Colonel Mustard. Okay, he is a wild guy. I love Colonel Mustard as my board piece. And how about you? You look like a Mrs. Peacock. Yeah, yes, you got the feathers in your face there. You'll be a perfect Mrs. Peacock. And so let's see here. And okay. So for my first move, I'm going to say it was Professor Plum with the candlestick in the conservatory.
No, Johnny, it was Lieutenant General Mohammed Hamdan in the streets of Sudan with guns.
Oh, I see. So that's your guess right here. Well, this is a weird guess, Mr. McDouche. I don't see any part of this board called the Streets of Sudan, and there certainly aren't any clue characters named Muhammad Hamdan. Did you mean to say Miss Scarlet in the kitchen with the revolver?
No, Johnny, we are talking about the crisis in Sudan. People are reporting that Trump is not doing enough to address this military crackdown of protesters. Do you agree with these media sources saying that?
Okay, well let's take a look at the envelope here. Oh my God, you are correct, McDouche. It was Miss Scarlet in the kitchen with a revolver. Now that is just some weird, wild stuff there. How did you know that? You didn't ask me a single question before. Are you a psychic or something? Geez. All right, well, let's try this again. Huh?
Okay, Johnny, clearly you're not talking about Sudan, so let's move on to China. The protesters in Hong Kong are getting backed down by the government. How do you feel about the situation happening in Hong Kong right now, Mr. Carson?
Okay there, Libtard, you might have won the last game, but I used to play this game with Ed constantly back in the 70s. We did these high-stakes games of Clue, and let's just say that what the ladies were playing with, we also played Strip Clue, and things got a little hectic. But this time, I'm going to win this game. So here we are here. I am about to enter the hallway, and I'm going to guess. All right, this is some weird stuff here. I'm going to say it is Mrs. White with the rope in the hall.
Once again, Johnny, this is not Clue, it's real life. It is the Chinese police in Hong Kong with tear gas. They are tear gassing the protesters.
Well, I'll be damned, Mr. McDouche. Are you playing these newly updated Clue games from the new millennium? Do they have pieces that I've never heard about here? There's no character on this board called the Chinese police in Hong Kong. I'll just assume this means that you say that it is me, Mr. Colonel Mustard, in the ballroom with the lead pipe. Let's see if you're correct there.
No, Johnny. What I meant to say was, we're talking about the protest happening in Hong Kong. It's not a new Clue game. It's not a new board. We're talking about global events right now. Come on.
Well, I'll be damned, Mr. McDouche. You must be a Clue wizard or a savant or something. Right here I have Colonel Mustard, the lead pipe, and the ballroom. That is some weird. How did you know this? Are you cheating? Do you have X-ray specs? Did they invent that since I've died?
No, Johnny, I do not have X-ray specs.
Well, that's just crazy. I always thought I was really good at cluing, and here I am getting my ass kicked by some little 30-year-old single man who lives in his parents' basement. My God. Alright, well, let's break out the Monopoly board here. I'm pretty good at that game. We all know that's a true game of skill, right? No luck involved. Okay, I call Thimble. How about you, McDouche?
Mr. Carson, we need to talk about... you know what? Never mind. Break out the board game. I call the top hat. And join us next time on Coffee and Cigarettes, although you probably still won't give a damn.